getting fat. This guy. Couldn't even zip them all the way. What is happening, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I am that guy. I appreciate you guys as always, and today we are freezing. It is about 33 outside. It had just rained. It's wet, it's slick, nothing but rocks. They just held 2 races here in the past month, so we're gonna go explore here, but we're also gonna be giving you guys some tips and tricks on some of this rockier terrain. If you guys plan on just trail riding it, or you guys ever want to end up racing, you guys are going to hit a lot of this stuff in mid-Tennessee, East Tennessee area, even of course North Carolina and stuff like that, certain parts of it. But this is a lot different and a lot more technical of terrain, just as far as you can't really go as fast on some of these main trails because it is nothing but rock. They've got trajectory changers everywhere, man. So we're going to kind of walk you guys through that. We do have some fails midway through and at the end here, of course. And we've also want to give a huge shout out to you guys for just getting us over 5,000 subscribers. We have hit over 5,500 actually, so a little late on that cue, but I appreciate you guys. Please be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe, and we will have some commentary throughout this. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know your thoughts, what you guys want to see next. Alright guys, so the first thing coming up here, you're going to see a lot of leaves, man, and this is going to be a big one for anybody that runs a fall or a winter series, or you're thinking about trying to race in a fall or winter, is these leaves. You're going to see nothing but ruts hidden up underneath these things. You're not going to know what's there rock-wise. Commit to it, guys. Stay off your brake as much as possible. If you have to, especially in a downhill, just baby that rear brake, because you will slide out on these. So be confident, commit to it, especially with these leaves. And then we're going to go over a few things, especially if you don't know if there are any ruts. We're going to cover that here in just a few. Alright guys, big thing here. Right here, you're going to see some ruts. You're going to see me starting to cross over some. I get asked a lot by folks that are just starting to get into it. They're scared of ruts, which I get it. Ruts are not anybody's friend, usually. However, what I will say is, as you can see me crossing over ruts here, left and right, own a rut if you find yourself in it, okay? Don't be scared. Don't try and, overcorrect as far as your handlebars and all. That's going to cause you to cross rut. That's going to cause your front end to hop out, rear end to stay in, and you're going to find yourself in a no shit moment real quick. So when you get into a rut, don't be afraid to use them either. but keep pressure down on your pegs to make sure that you are in that rut. And you can ride the wave, baby. Just ride the wave, okay? It will come to an end. If you need to get out of a rut, you need to put pressure on your rear pegs, okay? Take your weight off of the front, all right? Try and get that front end over first, and then use your legs. You should be hugging the bike with your legs up against the tank, keeping pressure down on your pegs, and you can come out of that rut. Give it some gas, blip yourself out, but by taking the weight off of the front end of that bike, you're gonna allow it to pick up a little bit easier. So your weight is not gonna cause you to cross rut or twist the handlebars and go over in that aspect. We've got a few more things, especially the leaves that I just mentioned as well, which we'll cover here coming up.
That one was sketchy. When I got to the top, I didn't know it was going to be waiting for me. I was like, yeah, I'll figure it out for us. Little cut throughs and shit.
Alright guys, coming up is going to be a massive uphill. It is nothing but rocks. So how do we get up this? How do you end up keeping your momentum? Well, this goes back to as far as keeping yourself planted on your feet, on your pegs, okay? You do want to have that pressure on your pegs. That way it keeps your rear wheel down, okay? You don't want to be leaned too far forward either. That's going to take some of the weight off of your rear tire. So you want to make sure your positioning is proper, okay? Keep some of that weight on the rear tire. Another thing is stand up as much as you can. All right, I get it. As soon as you start going up a hill, you're really wanting to sit down so you can keep the front end of that bike down, and that is fine. I sat down on that uphill section just a bit ago, about halfway up. But when you do sit down, jar yourself forward. You want to be in the saddle, okay? You want to be right up close to the tank and on the saddle, and that way you keep that front end down. Your rear end still continues to bite. That is where I will not put my head to where I can read my number plate like many say you should do. And we'll jump into that here in a little bit as far as standing up and riding.
Right up there. 4-time redemption hill for him. He got it the third. Oh, he just said, fuck it, he's going. Start too high a gear. Dude, I just went straight wheelie on that.
Dude, that entire thing on the right side is nothing but trajectory. They're not in the ground either.
Big error on my part there. What happened is, of course, hitting a trajectory changer, which shot my front end clear up in the air, and I lost all my momentum. But I did not have proper line selection, number one, and number two, I was also off-centered as far as my balance. I was sitting more towards the rear when I was standing up. I did have my weight on the rear foot peg, but I was not leaned forward enough to try and control my front end. Here, obviously, I did a hell of a lot better, had way better line selection, which a lot of that did come down to. Now, perfect example for some ruts and stuff that you may want to get yourself into is some of this tighter single track area through here, whether you're racing or whatnot. Now, when you are taking these berms coming up in here in these ruts, you will want to end up planting yourself. That is when you use your feet on your pegs. Shift some of your weight. If you are taking a left turn, so the berm or the rut is going to be on the right side, shift some of your weight to your left foot. If you're going to the right, shift it on your right foot. Now, in some of these berms and turns that I do take, if I'm going a little bit faster, what I will end up doing is I will ride, I will stand up, and as soon as I get ready to hit the berm, I am sitting and planting myself on the bike, literally slamming my ass on the seat to that way seat my rear tire into the turn to go ahead and eat it up. Now, be careful though, because you do want to make sure that any braking that you have to do is done before you hit the berm, okay? Make sure that braking is done and keep a constant or consecutive throttle throughout the turn. If you don't have any throttle through the turn, that's fine. Just don't gun it at the end of it. That's when you're going to lose that rear tire. It's going to just slide right out on you. So in this section here coming up, I am doing a mixture of sitting and standing. As you'll see, I'm sliding my body forward, backward. I'm essentially riding the wave is what I'm doing. I hit this little jump right here as I'm going up the hill and I'm leaning forward. My knees and everything are still hugging the bike, so I have full control.
Hey, you remember when we did that one?
Yeah. Yeah, that was a fuck off at the end.
Yeah, they just put a sign out that says expert only.
Yeah. Yeah, no shit. We found out the hard way.
I remember you fucking yeeted yourself.
Yeah.
Off that mountainside.
That was a fuck all, dude, because it comes up and they go straight down to the hill and get straight back up. Yeah.
Shit.
I remember that.
Now, coming up here as far as your single track goes, for more so like your race aspect of single track and all, and you are going to have ruts, berms, stuff like that. But remember, this is where I try and keep my feet planted. I try and shift my weight on the pegs. If I'm going left, left, right, right, I am pretty much controlling this bike, making it go wherever I want to go using just my legs. My legs, as you can see, my right leg real close to the bike. My left leg, this is slightly a right side downslope. So I have my left leg out just a hair to try and help counterbalance me, but I am putting pressure on these pegs to help guide me on which way I want to go. Alright, coming up here is going to be another error that I made on poor line selection, y'all. This is actually uphill. It's a lot taller than what it looks like on camera, but I took an inside line when I should have taken outside as there was a berm there. So, go ahead and watch this fail, and then we'll talk about it in just a second.
Oh a slippery fucker. Hey, go that way.
Yeah.
Dude, that's slick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, mama. Oh no, I'm slipping. Whew. There you go. That'll tell you how steep it is. Why, they got a berm right here. We're back up and going.
So no, you can't exactly tell when something's going to be super slippery or whatnot, or sometimes you may want to end up taking that inside line just to try and get around somebody. In my case, yes, it was all uphill, but I did not really take into account the terrain that we've been riding all damn day and are very used to, so of course mistakes are made. However, you live, you learn. There's a berm there for a reason. That is when outside line makes more sense.
How about that for a hill climb?
That's an uphill.
This is. Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah. That's that uphill.
Uh-oh. That don't sound good. There. Oh, dude, this shit's slick, man. This is all rock.
Yeah.
Hang on. I'll pick it from this side. Ready? There you go. Oh, let the clutch out.
Probably be better off just trying it.
Yeah, bring it back down. Whoa. You're good.
Fuck me. Thank you, friend.
Yeah, we're back.
Sure it's not straight up?
Huh?
Sure it's not straight up?
We can try.
Yeah. Is that same fucking area?
Oh, we're in the same area we got lost in before.
Fucking hell.
Do you want to either go back that way or I know the trail?
Let's go this way.
Alright, I know the trail. After an hour getting lost in 2 dead ends, yeah. I know the trail now.
Now coming up here next, you're going to see exactly what I mean by the leaves and some ruts that you will not be able to see.
Oh, shit. Ooh, I hit my head hard. My head's ringing right now.
Oh, the rut.
Yeah, that bitch caught me. It was underneath the leaves.
I was going to say, that's when I came back, I don't know if you saw me leaning back when I hit here.
Yeah.
I was like, the fucking pressure on the rear wheel just trying to bounce me out.
Oh yeah, no, that front tire fucking caught, and
That's what I
yeah,
was trying not to do when I came back. I was like,
that hit somewhere over here.
So what I was explaining to my buddy there is, as far as my feet being planted on those pegs, pressure on that rear tire, and these are ruts that you're not going to pick for your line selection because you can't see them. They're under the leaves like we talked about before. So as far as, you know, your race posture or the regular riding posture or anything, your hauling ass posture of, you know, when you're leaning over, you can see your number plate, you know, that kind of positioning. No, I was more so in the middle of the bike. I had my weight on the rear tire. That way I could pick up the front end if I needed to. If for whatever reason I found myself in one of those ruts, I could either ride the wave and just embrace it, or I could easily try and take my front end, because I don't have any pressure pushing down on it, try and just lift it up out of that rut in just a split second notice if I needed to.
Ain't that a bitch? Hey, that didn't look too good. Hey, you can't park there. I'm gonna push you back. Thank you, guys. Oh God. Here we go.
There you go, that should shift. Enough to get us back.
Whew. You're gonna want to stay right. Hell yeah.
Now, last thing, when it comes to something such as line selection, guys, that's just something that you're going to have to learn on your own as far as what is the smartest route for you, for your riding style. I know sometimes you do have lappers or you have to pull over because other people are going by you, and that's perfectly fine. But as far as your line selection, y'all, that's going to be something you learn on your own and what your speed, what your riding ability can handle. And something like this where I go over top of ruts or I cross over certain sections, that's just because I'm trying to always look ahead, okay? Don't look down at exactly where you are. Always have your head up. Look at where you're going. That way you can kind of plan out your line and which line you want to take, whether you need to switch inside to out or outside to in. So, with that being said, guys, I hope this video, you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to see any more of anything else, leave it in the comments. I appreciate you guys as always. Thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and get ready and wrap this one up. Again, thank you so much for over 5,500 subscribers. Hoping to continue to grow. Let me know what y'all want to see. We'll catch y'all on the next go round.
Man, pulling that clutch in.